Hello and welcome back to another episode of the podcast for the recently deceased. I'm Nate Roberts.
And I am Rodney Godek. How we doing tonight, brother?
We're doing good, just cranking them out like always.
Hey, I'm great at cranking them out. Like maybe at least once a day.
Yeah, uh,
Just
you know, as I wait
gotta
for
stay fresh,
I wait for Tuesday and try to do four in a row. All right, tonight we're
dude. In
talking.
high school, I was up one night and I just couldn't stop. I don't know why. I felt like a sickness, like I needed to. It was gross.
Yeah,
I hated myself. I didn't want to.
that'll happen at least once in your high school career, I believe.
Yeah, it was like
And
a burning sensation. I
yeah,
was like, I have to do this. I don't understand why.
and the guilt's always the worst part.
But it was all dry. It was before that whole
Oh,
evolution.
sure,
So
sure,
weird.
sure.
You're welcome,
Uh,
ladies.
so this whole situation ties in well to with the title of tonight's review. No one will save you. This, I believe, was a Hulu exclusive. Horror,
Hmm.
sci-fi, thriller. An exiled, anxiety-ridden homebody must battle an alien who's found its way into her home. Written and directed by Brian Duffield, starring Caitlin Dever, Elizabeth Kaluev, Kaluv, Zach Duhame. All right.
Not gonna work here anymore.
Yeah, yeah. Galanokis. Okay. All right. What do you got to say about No One Will Save You, Rodney?
I don't know, brother. So, I mean, look, that's a nice, brief little statement. No one will save you. Rod's perspective. Um, what
Well,
can you say? It's
here's
what?
what here's one thing I can say.
Oh, please.
Nate and Rod are going to save you from watching this movie. If you
Now that's too easy. That's low hanging
low
fruit.
hanging fruit, it's the
Uh, this is a watchable movie. Uh, without a doubt, especially if you're into sci-fi or alien movies, you're definitely going to see it, and I don't think you'll be disappointed. The thing that this movie does that you'll have to come to terms with is this: it movie does not shy away from the fact that there's aliens in it, and it's in your face, and so you kind of give them kudos for that. It's just that the execution of it is kind of like, oh, okay, I don't think I would do it that way. What you don't see is oftentimes more scary than what you do see. However, this film probably had some of the more tense, jump scary moments of the year that I experienced, at least whenever I was locked in watching it online with my headphones. I did become immersed in what was happening and the drama and the action, the mystique of these aliens invading. I like the isolated homebody. That's definitely weird, but I question everything about her past and why she is in the position that she's in. And then, as the movie gets to the point where things are unfolding and they get to conclusion of sorts, I'm just annoyed and frustrated. I think that there was good build up and good tension, great scares, great final girl esque type hero's journey that occurred. But then, like, wait, is this my hero or do I actually hate this person? And left me like, meh, it was fine. And so, because of all of the aforementioned things I just blurbed out, giving No One Will Save You a 5 out of 10. 5 words in your title, 5 points on my scale.
all right. No one will save you. We have this character, and there's no dialogue, and we're starting to learn some things about her past. You didn't notice?
I didn't notice. You said that. I'm like, wait, is he for real? It wasn't? I'm like, I want to rewatch it. I'm not going to rewatch it though. I'll take your word for it.
There's
I
like there's one line of dialogue at the end of the movie, which when like the final like reveal.
hmm.
So I'm watching this movie and I'm like, okay, all right, we're gonna get a little artsy here. We're gonna try this like
Artsy.
yeah. Well, so that's what I thought, and that's the juxtaposition is like they're trying this very like we're not going to have any of the characters talk, and we're going to tell us
Yes.
we're going to show a story, not tell a story. But guess
They're
what?
hiding
But
stuff to give you this mystique. Oh, we have this grand plan, and it's actually this amazing thing that we're building on. Just you wait,
yeah, yeah.
guys.
But
Yes, you are right.
they're shooting a fucking action movie where
Yes.
it's like almost like big budget, like bam bam bam, like constant action, aliens invading the house, she's running away, there's jump
Yeah.
scare here, jump scare there, she's hiding in the closet, she's hiding under the bed, these
Flipping Macaulay Culkining
yeah,
her
yeah.
house.
Well, I mean, the description was an alien found its way into her home. No, there are
Right.
multiple aliens. She kills aliens, like, and then they send more after her. I mean,
Right.
uh,
There's no singular entity of alien,
yeah,
as far as we can tell. There's several, but again, hey, they didn't want to spoil it in the blurb, so I guess they kept it singular, not
yes.
plural.
So I'll take it. Right? It's only one character, so where's the dialogue? There's not two people. You can't have dialogue without a second person. Uh, um,
Film School 101 with Nick.
yeah, you flash back to why she's living alone, to what the
Yeah.
tragedy of her past is, where
They
her
slowly
anxiety comes
tease
from.
it. Yep.
Yeah, yeah,
It adds a little bit.
and you're just like okay, I guess, right? They have the bank scene where she runs into the parents
Right.
of the best friend, and then they kind of give her the stink eye, or they spit in her
Kinda. She
face or
spits
something.
in
Yeah,
her
she spits in
mouth.
her face. Yeah. um, so
So yeah.
so for me, this movie was all over the place. It was trying to. I felt like it was trying to make me, um, you know, not necessarily feel one thing, but like be on the edge of my seat, but also be appreciating the art, the concept of show don't tell, and it just didn't land for me. Um,
Yeah.
Overall, there were moments that I enjoyed. Once again, if you're a sci-fi nerd and you just gotta watch an alien movie, the ending will satisfy. The very end, like the not the climax, but the aftermath, will satisfy. Um, that being said, I landed at a 4 out of 10.
Ooh, wow! I didn't expect you to be harsher than I was. I think
Yeah.
the reason I'm giving it a 5 is that it went for it, and I kind of applaud that. I just completely despise the fact that they're hiding the background, the backstory to this lead throughout the whole movie. And yes, they're shooting it artsy like, where there's these long, slow visuals of whatever, and her mood, and these quick cuts to different ways that she's interacting with her rip off Beetlejuice diorama. And it's like this veil of ambiguity or mystique, like, ooh, you want to know more about her, don't you? Well, we're gonna tell you eventually. And then you find out what happened. She's like, yeah, I don't like her at all.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah,
Yeah.
it is doing that, and then it is jumping to action alien invasion. Like it's like fucking the
It's an
second
action.
half
It's an
of
action
Quiet
movie.
Place.
Yeah.
Yeah, second
It's
half of Quiet Place where they're running amok,
yeah.
and you're getting it. And they kind of, even the one kind of looked like that.
Yeah.
The Quiet Place monster, didn't it?
Oh yeah, and they're yeah,
The big
right,
one
right towards the end, yeah, and
had the
they're
big legs.
yeah, yeah. The only thing that's escalating right in the film is the threat of the aliens as they start off it's just one alien, then eventually it's
Yeah.
multiple aliens, then the aliens are controlling humans, then there's a big giant monster alien, and and then we kind of get there, and I don't know. Like, yeah, after just telling the story again and kind of doing my
Uh-huh.
own little wrap up, I almost wanted
Yeah.
to bump it up to a 5. Just like
Sure.
I kind of did like it a little bit more than I guess I thought I did.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely held your attention. It wasn't like so well done, so poorly done rather, that you weren't engaged.
No, that's
Like
true.
this one, compared to other movies that we've talked about or watched, like it's gonna grab you with the action of it, and you're gonna sit through it whether or not you're super into it or not. It's still entertainment value, and it's aliens, and so it's always fun to see what happens. It's a unique tale, like, and I think I applied because yeah, it's going heavy with
Yeah.
how overt these aliens are interacting and the technology that they have and
And
whatever.
if
But
you like the X Files, I mean these are standard grays, like
Sure.
They didn't mess with the, they didn't mess with the canon.
Well, I mean, a little bit. There's the
Yeah.
mini one that
Oh
exists, and then
yeah.
there's the long, gangly spider one that exists.
Right.
That
But the main ones.
sure, the
Just
main
like
guy. But that's the other thing that's confusing to me is like I see these things as shells or vessels or husks that the little pushball toy dog squeaky thing
yeah.
is the actual alien,
Oh
and it's
sure.
just hopping into these other vessels and using them to their own end. Uh, Spoiler alert for another movie here. I mean, it was sort of like this is a J.J. Abrams. This is a Cloverfield type thing. Stop listening. What was it? The one underground with John Goodman. Cloverfield
Cloverfield
Lane. 10
Lane.
Cloverfield Lane. Like where the end. Did you see? I'm sorry. Did you see 10 Cloverfield Lane, Nate?
I didn't, but it's okay. It's
Okay.
totally fine.
It's been a while. You missed the moment. Like it has this kind of reveal at the end too, where it's like this is the world, and we see things flying around, and this was so unsatisfying because of that. Like I hated her. She, spoiler, killed her best friend,
Yeah.
regardless of it being an act of rage or like involuntary manslaughter. Like you were gonna strike your friend, your best friend, your most important person in your life with a giant flipping rock across the face, and you just thought, yeah, we're just fighting, no big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, you killed her, and why did you not leave town? You're gonna be ostracized. Like more so, like why didn't you find a supernatural entity in the sewers to to heal yourself and then become the evil that you once wanted to be? You could have done that, but she didn't do that, like other people chose to do in the horror genre. Right, Cody? Did you already forget about that movie?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Halloween Ends, Nate.
Oh, Halloween, that's that movie was so bad. uh, yes, I did already forget about it because in my mind, Halloween Kills is the end of that series, and he just didn't get back up. That's
He
just
didn't
it.
ring a bell though.
That's just it. That's how it ended.
Yeah, no, David Gordon Green. What did he just recently release that everyone is shitting on? That I wanted to
Exorcist.
shit on.
Exorcist.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I think we talked about it last week. I was like, John Carpenter was like,
He was so
maybe you don't
Oh my
want maybe you
God.
don't want to make that movie.
Yeah, the Deej, the Dollar General Gordon Green. Just not good.
Yeah.
His Highness. So yeah, like everything about this character's life just didn't really add up, and it was hiding under this air of artsy. There's real cool stuff here, but then you find out what it is, and to me, I was like, hated it. So like, yeah, by the end, I dislike everything about her. She
Yeah.
helped exterminate the human race.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I believe that the aliens won and have agreed to live in peace with her
Yeah.
because she was a formidable
Because
enough
she's
opponent.
just as effed up.
Yeah.
No, not I maybe part, but also like, yeah, you're kind of a gross
Yeah,
person. You're
yeah,
not even a human being.
yeah,
You're less than a human. So yeah, teach us how to use these human body meat bags that
yeah.
you have.
Well, they definitely were like because right at the end she's like dancing with a mind controlled
Yeah.
dude, and she's like in a world now where she can interact with people because they're not people who hate her for this thing from her
Right.
past. They're alien mind controlled flesh bags. So
Right.
so she kind of wins and the aliens kind of
Those
win.
at home.
Yeah.
Right. I am shocked that I didn't notice that there wasn't any dialogue or anything like that. I just don't remember it. I mean, I guess kudos to the movie for maybe making that not obvious to me at least. Maybe I'm a dum dum. Maybe am I a dum dum watching this? I don't know.
Um, I don't know. I
I
mean,
definitely have anxiety about that now.
I think there was a little bit of dialogue in the flashbacks, but it was
Sure.
extremely minimal. And then she had one line at the end of the movie. Um,
Okay. And yeah, just the way that they did her abduction. Like there was some cool visuals. I liked the energy field that was like holding people in place or pulling
yeah,
the other dead bodies of aliens out. I did like the reveal that they were taking over and doing body snatcher type stuff. That was fun. like I said, there's moments, but it just doesn't all build. It's just a bunch of scattered moments of cool things that occur that aren't really building. You're kind of laughing as much as you're enjoying things too. So
Yeah,
it's lukewarm.
yeah. No one will save you. I give it a 4.
A 5 for No One Will Save You. 5 words in the title. 5 points out of 10.
And for the podcast, for the recently deceased, I'm Nate Roberts.
I am ready to go, Doug. Take care.
And we'll see you next time.